First of all, His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, would like to welcome you to the Philippines. This is the first time you're posted here in this country. And I'd like to know first of all, reading through your very impressive resume, I understand your first venture was into the legal side of things. You finished a law degree first, you acquired a law degree, and then you went into foreign service. What made foreign service more attractive to you and give up your possible law profession?
Well, in fact, the reality is that I started studying biochemistry, and after 1 year I made up my mind that I wasn't called to become a scientist. And I decided to join the law school in Sevilla, in the south of Spain. And from the very beginning, I had the decision to become, and the vocation to become a diplomat. If I wouldn't have passed the exams to join the diplomatic service, which in Spain is a very hard exam, I would have gone on to become a lawyer in a lawyer's firm. But fortunately, I made it, so here I am.
Okay, His Excellency, you don't mind if I come up with questions about your family?
No.
As much as I mentioned to you earlier that we hope our viewers to get to know you more, the person of the ambassador. Can you describe us your family? How many children?
Well, my family, my wife is here in the Philippines with me. Rosa, she is also a lawyer. We met at the university, in fact. And I have two daughters, which are 22 and 20, Adriana and Blanca, who are presently in Madrid studying their careers. My eldest daughter is graduating now this June in business administration, and my youngest one is studying psychology, but still in her initial years. And that would be the family all in all, although I am the youngest brother of 12.
Oh, prolific family. Youngest of the 12?
Or 12, the youngest of 12.
Would you be free to tell us what the other 11 are doing right now?
The other 11, unfortunately, 3 of them have already passed away, but none of them have done the same thing. My eldest sister, she was air hostess. My eldest brother was a chemical engineer. The next one was a professor. The next one was a headhunter.
A headhunter?
The next one was broker, a stock exchange. The next one was an industrial engineer. The next one, she had a graduation in political science. Secretary for chairman of the board. The next one was painter, doctor, Navy captain, and myself. So we all had very different professions.
Did this brother of yours, who's a headhunter, was he the one who convinced you that you'd be best in the diplomatic corps?
No, in fact, he tried to. Once I was in the diplomatic corps, he tried to convince me to go into the private sector. But so far, I'm very happy with the work I do, and it is very varied. I have already been in several countries, in very different jobs, and it's always very interesting. You get to know people that probably only working in the private sector I would have never met.
Mr. Ambassador, your family name is very, very well known in the Philippines. And I will not only speculate, I am sure that you're related to the Domecq, the very, very famous Domecq clan in Spain. Can you tell us something about this?
Yes, yes. In fact, the family name is French in origin. We come from we came from a part of France called Béarn, just across the Pyrenees. And back in the 18th century, 1730, they came down to the south of Spain to export sherry and brandy to London. and they established themselves in Jerez. They never left again. And we are a very large family who has been in the wine business in Spain for a long time. It's a very well-known name, as you know, not only wines, but also horses, the bullfights also. And well, now the business is no longer in family hands because it was sold out to an international firm. But I had the privilege of having my father, who was one of the big known masters in wines in Spain until he passed away at the end of the 90s.
Well, for the benefit of our viewers who may not know or who may not have related what we're saying, Domecq, the Domecq family is responsible for our very, very popular Fundador wines. Right? We'll pause for a short break from our exclusive one-on-one interview with the Spanish ambassador to the Philippines, His Excellency Ambassador Jorge Domecq. After having known better the persona behind the name, we'll give you an idea of the current and possible future business and trade relationships between Spain and the Philippines when we